Hey guys, it's Tamara Bennett from Southern Adornments Decor, and tonight is special because this is the first night in a series of 4 nights where I'm going to be going live each night and painting with you all and sharing um, different ways to paint the same door hanger. So tonight we're going to be using one of our printable templates, and this is perfect for a beginner. So if you have a beginner who's never painted before, you've never maybe even painted a door hanger before, I'm going to be showing you a few tricks for how you can use. Today is the day. Sorry, I was hearing some feedback. I've been waiting for just turn the volume down right here. I've got my husband in here with me, so y'all got a special treat. He's going to help me read the comments and keep up with things, because usually on nights like this, when I'm painting live, there are so many other things going on. And I just realized that I forgot to add one on here. So if you guys will give me just a second while I'm doing this, if you will comment and tell me hello and where you're watching from, I would greatly appreciate it. And if you're able to, you can sprinkle the love by sharing this video. Okay, I have to add one more because I was supposed to stream this to Wilshire Collections page. So I forgot to do that. Let me see if I can get it added on here. It says it's connected, but how do I...
Is this the right thing?
Is that me? Or I mean, is that now or is that this morning?
I think that's this morning.
You got to scroll down further. There I am right there.
Oh, okay.
He's learning. He's learning. He's figuring all this out. Okay, let's see. Oh, you can't change. Oh, I don't want to change the start time. I just want to add destination. Hey, Stephanie. Hey, Roxy. I appreciate y'all giving me just a second to get this sorted out. You are so sweet. Let's see if it will let me. Okay, it says it's connected, but I don't think it's live on her page, so I don't know what I'm doing wrong. But let's see. Hi, Pam's Crafts from Westcote, California. Hello, Susan. Hi, LaDonna. Hey, Sharon. Maybe I can do it another time. That's okay. Hey, Jessica from South Georgia. So tonight is perfect if you are a beginner painter. Maybe you've never painted a door hanger before, and this is all new to you. This is going to be perfect. So we're going to be painting this really cute little Flowers for Mom template. Now, all of our templates come sized in 4 different sizes. And now I have printed the 12-inch size because this wooden round that I have is 15 inches. So I thought this might be a good size to paint on this wooden round. Now I've got my little paper cutter here. I'm going to show you how real quick how to put this template together. See how it's got this extra white space on the edge of the paper? So I'm just going to kind of line that up and trim that off using my paper trimmer off of one side where it's going to be meeting the other side. So that allows us to kind of perfectly and seamlessly match these up without any troubles. I'm also going to trim it off the bottom or the top of this one so that I can have that one meet up as well. So this is just a quick little thing you got to do before you can tape your template together. I know, Stacy, I started the live and I forgot to add your page on there, and then it wouldn't let me add it after I had already gone live. So I think I goofed up. I'm so sorry. I don't know if maybe you can just share it over there or something like that, but it will not let me add it after the fact. And I've tried going through StreamYard and adding it, and it's still saying it's like not letting me click on anything. So I don't know what that's about. And I forgot to go live on TikTok. So just too many things. We've been doing spelling words and working with the kids and trying to get everything, dinner, feeding everybody, and soccer practice today. So I feel like I'm running around like a chicken with my head cut off. Pam says, I have a cutter like that. I never thought to use it. Well, why not? Hey, Corey, watching my favorite painter. And you guys always notice that my templates are shiny. It's because I use shipping tape to tape them together. I like it because it's nice and wide, so I can put half of the tape on one side of the paper, and then it makes it easier to kind of line everything up. So when I go to tape this side on, notice that the white excess is trimmed off on here, and I've just got to kind of line it up, and then once I get it placed as perfectly as I can, it's not going to be exact, I can smooth it out. So see there, we've already got half our template together. And then we just need to put this bottom half of the pot on there. So I'm going to put a piece of shipping tape right here on the edge that I've already trimmed. That sound is awful, isn't it? Suzanne says, my paper trimmers come in handy. I've been using them for years. You know, I used to scrapbook and do card making, and so I've always had a paper trimmer handy. Okay, we're just going to line this up. Now, again, this is the 12-inch size template, and I'm using it to paint on a 15-inch wooden round. I didn't get that perfectly matched up, but it's close enough. All right, and I don't need all this extra stuff, so I'm just going to cut this off. So this is the 12-inch size. Like I said, our templates come in 4 sizes. I did link this one up above for you guys. If you're looking for it, it's one we released back in March. It's called Flowers for Mom. So this would be a great Mother's Day gift. Throw that away. And now it will fit right here on our little 16-inch wooden round. So if you can buy a wooden round at your local craft store or something like that, this is great for beginners because beginners don't have to learn how to cut out their wood first. You can just pick up a wooden round from somewhere in town. Let me raise this up just a smidge. I feel like it's a little close.
Savannah Ruth Avery loves your glasses.
Oh, thank you. Y'all like the glasses? They're the pair I wear, so you can change out the toppers to match your outfits. And I was feeling the cheetah print today. Michael says, I'm always feeling cheetah print. Yeah. Hey, Wanda. She said, I've never thought about that. Okay, so this is called graphite paper or carbon paper. And actually, I don't need to jump ahead to this. I started to get ahead of myself. What we need to do probably is paint the background of our round first and then tape our template down. So let's choose some colors for this design. Let me bring it up on the screen so you can see what the intended design looks like. So we need like a purple. Let's see, we'll use this purple cow. I think this is probably a good purple, wouldn't you say? We also need a pink. I'm going to use my new favorite, this dragonflower pink is lovely. We need a turquoise. Maybe I'm kind of feeling this teal mint. It's a little bit more green than the picture, but I think it's going to look good with these two colors. And then we need a yellow. So this marigold might work. It may be a little, I don't know. No. Like he knows. You don't paint. You're not feeling it though.
Something a little bit brighter, I think.
Something brighter, like this yellow.
Yeah, maybe like that.
Like this is like a real bright yellow. This one right here. So, and we could use this as an accent on top of this color, and it would show up nicely. So, all right. So there's the colors. Michael did not like the marigold yellow. It probably is a little dark for this design. And then we need a green. And I already know which green I want to use because I love this green. This is like my new favorite green. It's called Irish Moss. Look how spunky that is. It's like so pretty. So if you're still not sure, kind of lay your colors up here next to each other. If you're trying to decide between this one and another one, you know, you could kind of put them up here and kind of just look between them and try to decide which one you like the best. We also need that tan color for the pot. My assistant's phone's ringing.
Yeah, and Corey knows I'm sitting.
Corey, you know he's sitting here helping me, and you're trying to call him on the phone. This toffee color might work good for the stripes. So this is called toffee. And then, of course, we're just going to need regular white. So I'm going to set these aside. But the reason I went ahead and chose the colors for the project is because now I need to decide what I'm going to do on the background. So this usually would be cut out of wood and the door hanger would be this shape. But because we're doing this for the beginner tonight, we're going to put it on this wooden round. And so we need to figure out what we're going to paint in the background of our round. Hold on. Can you unplug that iPad? I need the charger to this. It says my MacBook is about to die and we don't need to lose power right in the middle of our live. So let me put that up there. Hi, Michelle. Everybody's saying hi to Uncle Corey. Yep, he's here. He's in the comments. Kayla says I'm on her TV. Oh, I hope I'm not. My head's not huge. Is my head huge on your television? How many of you guys would consider yourselves beginners? How many of you are beginners? Wanda wants to know what yellow and purple. We have primary yellow and purple cow. That's the yellow and the purple that we're using.
Hey, Michelle Laundry just joined Clubhouse today.
Yay, Michelle, welcome. You're now hashtag a PC sister. So we're happy to have you. Welcome. Christy's saying hi to everybody. She's the one that we met last year when we went down to Florida.
Oh,
and her and her son came and met us down in Florida. Okay, Roxy's a beginner. I see lots of people saying me, Ashley Green, Sandy Triplet. So if you're a beginner, this would be perfect for you to start with, because let's just be honest, if you're a beginner, cutting out a door hanger can feel a little daunting. That can feel a little intimidating. But you know, when you come into the clubhouse, you're going to have lots of different templates to choose from, because the Painters Clubhouse has over 100 different templates for you to use. As soon as you sign up, you can download them, and there are video tutorials teaching you how to paint all of them. Well, if you aren't able to cut them out on a jigsaw yet, maybe you're not, handy with tools yet, then you're like, well, I can't afford to buy 100 different wooden blanks to paint all of these, which you're not going to be able to paint all 100. But you do get a 20% off discount to buy the wooden blanks in our shop if you want to, using our Painters Clubhouse discount code. So you can do that if you so choose. But just know that this is another option. You can paint them on a wooden round like this or on a canvas. And I've done that before also on here. I've painted on canvas.
Julie Taylor Reed asked, are you going to list this colors?
Yes. Yeah. So if you guys want to get the color list for what we're talking about, you can text the word list to this number. And we will put together a supply list for this project and send it out at a later time. Hey, PC sisters. Hey, Pam. Did you guys see the interview I did earlier today with a couple of our PC sisters? I interviewed Vashi and Linda Scarborough. It was a lot of fun. We had a good time. You can watch the replay of that here on Facebook or over on my YouTube channel. Okay, so what color do we put in the background of this? I'm going to take this off the screen. So if you need to, go ahead and screenshot it. So this is the colors that we're going to use on our design, but we need to decide what color we're going to put in the background of our door hanger. We could go with maybe white, like white shiplap or something like that. I kind of feel like that might go good with this. If I were to do that, I don't know if I would still do white and tan stripes on the pot. I don't know. What do you guys think? What would you do in the background? What color are you going to paint the tag? Oh, I didn't even pick a color for that, did I? We need a darker turquoise. We'll pick those colors in just a bit. Hi, Judy.
Hey, we were just in Southern California.
We were just in California. Well, not Southern. We were Central California. We were in San Luis Obispo.
Pale blue. Wendy, Carol.
Yep. And I see Ashley is asking, how do you become a Painters Clubhouse sister? So the Painters Clubhouse is open right now until Thursday. We only open 2 times a year. So it's a very special time. I'm glad you popped on here and asked about that, because we have put the link to sign up in the video description above. You can go to southernadornamentsdecor.com/painters-clubhouse. Ooh, light gray and shiplap. I like that idea, coral. Jessica. Coral might be a little busy simply with all these other colors. I'm afraid that it might feel like it's got too much color going on.
Or desert turquoise.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm saying that right.
Somebody else said a gray background. Mm-hmm. Becky says shiplap because I want to learn how to do shiplap. What if you did a light gray for the background? Somebody else said white shiplap. Let's go with the shiplap and maybe incorporate some gray into the shiplap, and that will kind of set it apart from the white and the tan on the pot if we still do that. So we're just going to start, first of all, by putting down white paint. I had to look because I was like, is this sealer or is it white paint? Because these two look kind of similar when you pick them up. You got to pay attention. So what we're going to do is we're going to lay down some white in our background, and I'm going to dampen my brush just a little bit. So I've got a fairly large size flat tip brush, and we're just going to paint the whole background white. So it's just faster if we just squirt it right on the board. You like the gray color. Okay, good. Ooh, Joyce just gave us an even better idea. She said, how about white and navy for the pot? That might be really pretty. Oh, there's a paint booger in there. Michael, I forgot to get a egg carton. Do you mind grabbing one? Because I'm going to need it in a minute. Yeah, in the closet. He's my assistant tonight. How do y'all think about that?
One with like little holes. These
yeah, that one will work. Well, yeah,
lid.
No, like this. My little egg carton. That's what I use as a paint palette. Marilyn says, I keep forgetting to find out the brand of your glasses. They're called Pair Eyewear. And if you want to text me, Marilyn, I will give you the link, because with my link, you can get $20 off your pair. All right. So I need some more around the edge. So I'm just going to squirt it all around there, and then we'll just fill it in. one little tip when you're painting along the edge of a design, if you don't want to get paint all over your table or all over the edge of the door hanger, if you will just take a little bit of paint and kind of do this little sort of sweeping feathery motion without very much paint on your brush, it'll paint the edge. What's wrong, Charlie?
Nothing, girl, just like an improvement.
Is your room clean? Because it wasn't clean earlier today and you kind of got in trouble, remember?
Yeah,
What about the little area by your closet?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, Jessica. Hi, Annette. How did you talk Michael into helping? I started crying one night because I was a little overwhelmed about everything. He's like, is there anything I can do to help? Like, would it help if I read comments? I'm like, would you really? I was like, yeah, that might be helpful. I said during my and he said he doesn't have to be in front of the camera. He doesn't mind being back there talking. He just don't want to be right here in front of the camera.
Cheryl asked what no, wait a second. Oh no, Mandy asked what size round is that?
This one is 15 inches. I happen to have it laying around because I got it from a company called Borrow Wood, and they ship out like wooden rounds and stuff like that. And they sent me like a little like Happy Mail box of rounds. And I just happened to have this one sitting here, and I was like, this will be a good one to teach on tonight. And it looks like it's cut out of that Revolution plywood that I like to use. So now that I've got the whole thing covered in white, you notice I'm doing these really long strokes back and forth. This is to spread out the paint that's already on there to minimize the brush strokes. If your paint is not still wet, you won't be able to do this. And one thing you can do to kind of help the paint spread is to dip it in a little bit of water.
It's Patricia Lager's first time here.
Well, hello, Patricia. I'm glad you're here. So tonight we're talking about the Painters Clubhouse. That's my membership where we teach stuff like this every single month. And we're doing a special series this week. So every night, Monday through Thursday this week, I'll be painting live right here on my Facebook page. And we're also streaming this to YouTube and TikTok. So if you can't find us, check there. But we're going to be painting this design, this Flowers for Mom design, a little bit differently each night. So tonight, we're painting it on a wooden round. We're going to keep some of the colors and the patterns fairly simple. We're not going to get too complicated with this. I'm painting the edge too because this is not a laser cut blank. It's oh my, the paint boogers galore in this bottle. It's on top of that pink cabinet right there. Hang on, there's so many paint boogers coming out of this bottle that I can't like. What? I mean, look at that. Like that is one long paint booger.
What's a paint booger?
What's a paint booger? It's when the paint gets all nasty and like gunked up. I think this bottle has been left open at some point, and the paint just goops up. And you don't want that on your door hanger. It kind of makes a mess. It's like one big snotty piece of paint. So I was just putting a little bit in my egg carton. Ashley just joined the Painters Clubhouse. Yay, girlfriend. I'm so excited for you. So yeah, we were talking about the clubhouse and I get distracted so easily. I'm painting the edge on this, by the way, before we move on. But the Painters Clubhouse is our membership where we teach door hanger painting every month. And so if you enjoy what we're doing here tonight, this would be the ideal place for you to continue learning stuff like this from me. We have over 1,500 women in there. It is a wonderful community where we have over 100 different templates and tutorials available at your disposal in the library. Plus, every month we add 2 new ones, and we bring in guest painters and all kinds of stuff like that so that you guys can continue to learn new skills and techniques from us.
Where'd you get your shirt?
This shirt came from Cotton Chaos. Debbie joined today. Congratulations, Debbie.
Is the size board you use most often? Is this the size board you use most often? 12-inch round or bigger? 14, 16, 18?
Okay, so I usually use a 20-inch size round or 18. But I just happen to have this laying down around, so I'm using a smaller size template. So this would be a little bit on the small side for a door hanger, but it might be ideal for like an inside door, like maybe for a nursing home resident or for your office door, or to hang up in your cubicle, or to hang on a kid's bedroom door. So this slightly smaller size, still you could find a great place to put it. Una joined today also. Who else joined Painters Clubhouse today? And how many of our current Painters Clubhouse members do we have watching? Also, before I move any further, because I know I will forget to mention this later, we have 3 bonuses for you that are going away tomorrow night. So if you join early today or tomorrow, you get all 3 of these bonuses. So bonus number 1 is top tips from creatives for painting faster. So if you're a slow painter and you struggle with that, that video is really going to help you. Number 2 is how to sell your door hanger, even if you don't have a business yet. And that is taught by our friend, Miss Ashley Rates. And then number 3, do you see that green door hanger right there? I've got it hanging up behind me, is a video teaching you how to paint this design. So it's a really cool technique that you could use on any of your future projects. You could paint this like on a door hanger. You could do it on canvas. You could do it on a like beautiful wooden tray or a charger, something like that. But all 3 of those are bonuses that you will get if you sign up early. If you wait till later in the week, like Wednesday or Thursday, because Thursday's the day that we close, if you wait till then, the bonuses go away. But all of our current members get those as well. Hey, Shannon. Hey, Darla, PC Sisters. I love seeing our PC Sisters popping up in the comments. Nikki's been a PC Sister for 2 years. She said, I love this club. Congratulations, Miss Becky. She sold her Happy Flower door hanger this week. I see lots of current PC Sisters. Wanda said she joined a few days ago, and she's loving it. Misty questions I've been trying to watch. They go by so fast.
Jessica gave an idea for the smaller door hangers as far as you can use those and attach them to wreaths.
Oh, yeah, like a wreath sign. How many of you guys are wreath makers? Are you here to learn how to make your wreaths, to paint wreath signs? Because I talk about door hangers a lot, but really a wreath sign is kind of like a smaller version of a door hanger, and you could put it on your wreath. All right, we've just about got this dry. I'm trying to be careful not get this on my shirt, because goodness knows I will. Oh, thank you, Jonna. I appreciate that.
After joining the Painters Clubhouse, how soon can you sign in and also get the code for the discount?
So as soon as you sign up for Painters Clubhouse, we will send you an email, and that will have information about how to join the Facebook group and how to log into your account. And so you can, the discount codes are not in the Facebook group. They are in the membership site, the Painters Clubhouse, which, by the way, I'm going to be giving a virtual tour of the Painters Clubhouse website tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. So if y'all want to come back and join me for that, I'll be showing you around. But you can log in as early as tonight and get your discount codes, and you'll be able to shop right away.
Alicia, she signed up the other day. Will the bonuses stay on there until I can make them, or do I need to print them?
Yeah, you'll have access to those bonuses as long as you're a member. So you can watch them and use them at any time. They do not go away. Hey, Jennifer, it's okay if you're late to the party. I see lots of wreath makers watching. Will the bonuses be available if we're already members? Yes, yes. Who is the voice behind the camera? They've never heard it before. You want to come around and say hi and let them see your face for just a second, please? We got to say it real sweet. This is my husband, Michael. You guys see Uncle Corey on here a lot. Him and Uncle Corey are best buds.
Yeah.
But this is my husband. Isn't he cute?
I'm going to this side now.
That's about all you'll get to see of him. I'm trying to get him used to doing live video because he's going to be the one running our laser machines in our shop out back. And so I'm like, honey, you're going to have to do live video while you're out there in the shop running the lasers and all that. He's like, I don't know. So we'll see. Jennifer says, do we have to sign up tonight in order to get the extra stuff? So the extra bonuses go away at midnight tomorrow night, Jennifer. So you do have about 24 hours left to get those. How can I check to see if I'm a member? Well, you can email customer service if you like. I can put their email up there. You can screenshot that if you want. If you're already a member, you do not have to re-sign up. A lot of people make that mistake. Do not re-sign up. You're already a member. There's nothing more you need to do. Pam said, wow, he does still exist. He's a sweetheart. He was our MVP at the last live event that we did, and all the ladies loved him.
Is the fee for Painters Clubhouse? That Vicky Cates asked.
Yes. So the Painters Clubhouse Clubhouse is $47 a month, or you can pay annually and get 2 months for free. Can I switch from my husband's email for? Yeah, so just email customer service, Michelle, and they can fix that for you.
They need to make sure also that if they get emailed, they check their junk folder just in case it accidentally goes there.
Goodness knows our emails love to go to spam. Also, this question right here about the Template Club. Template Club is 2 different things from Painters Clubhouse. Template Club, there are no videos, no teaching, anything like that. It is just templates at a bundle price. And yes, the ones in Painters Clubhouse are different than the ones in Template Club. Matter of fact, they are exclusive to Painters Clubhouse for an entire year before we roll them out to the Template Club. My son Brett has come in here and he's standing patiently. What you need, bud?
It's saying something about Google
now. Oh, well, if you're working on homework, you may have to show your dad. You can step away for a minute if you need to. We're doing social studies homework and we're teaching painting tonight.
I'll be there in a second.
How do you update your credit card information? Email customer support. That's like the answer to all of those questions.
How much is the monthly fee for Painters Clubhouse?
Yeah, it's $47 a month, Vicki. And if you sell just one door hanger, let me tell you, first of all, I have some notes here because I don't want to get anybody's names wrong, but I was telling earlier today about our friend, Miss Cindy Wilson. She said that when she joined, her husband said, honey, I don't know if we can afford this. And she said, so I set myself a goal to sell at least one door hanger every single month. And she said, now it's like a free membership, a free painting membership. So if the fee feels a little bit like it's going to put a strain on your finances or something like that, I don't want it to be a strain for anyone. I never want you guys to stretch yourself too thin or anything like that. But if you feel like you can sell at least one door hanger a month, it's going to make this way more doable for you. Okay, so we've got our background painted on here. What we can do next is put down some stripes or lines for our shiplap sort of look. And I'm going to switch and get a round tip brush here. If I can ever pick one, I keep picking one up and putting it back. And I'll show you how to do this. Terry said, I joined approximately 8 months ago. I haven't looked back. Tamara's an awesome teacher. Thank you for that, Terry. So if we're in Painters Clubhouse, would we need to join Template Club? No, there's no need to. If you can't get enough of our templates, it's an option for you. So we have 5 new designs we release every week for a total of about 20 to 25 designs a month. And so if you find yourself buying more than just 2 or 3 every week, it might be more affordable for you to join the Template Club because it's $35 a month and you get all the new designs that we put out in the shop every month for one low cost. Plus, as a Painters Clubhouse member, you get 20% off that $35. But you don't have to join Template Club at all. You can just do Painters Clubhouse if you choose. Okay, so let's work on this shiplap. It's been a while since I did it, so I hope I can do this without messing it up. But you're going to need a baby wipe. This is one of many ways that you could do it. And I think I'm also going to need hey, Charlie, can you come grab something for me, please? Charlie's standing in the doorway. In that top drawer, can you hand me a ruler? Yeah. Oh, thank you. Susie says it's an amazing group to be in. I appreciate that. Yes, please. Thank you. All right. Okay. So we're going to use our ruler and I'm just going to eyeball it to kind of create some stripes and I'm going to draw them on with pencil first. So we'll just put one stripe right down through here and then we'll kind of space over.
Can I draw one?
Can you draw a line? I think I'm going to do it because I need them to be pretty straight. So I'm just eyeballing these.
Okay.
And then let's turn it this way. And then we'll put one right here. No, I'm going to do it. You've got to be so sleepy. Are you ready for bed?
No.
No. But after soccer, you look so tired.
No, just don't video game.
I know, and I said you could.
No.
Did Daddy say you couldn't?
No.
Okay, well, back up for me. I need some elbow room. All right, so we're going to use a round tip brush like this. This one's got some long bristles. See that? So that'll help us make that nice long line. I've been dying to ask, where is home base? It's in the Benton, Murray, Kentucky area. So Western Kentucky. Can I find a snowman template in the Clubhouse? Or there are all kinds of snowman templates. Yeah, go to shopdoorhangers.com and search for snowman. I think we have a few snowman designs in the Painters Clubhouse as well. If I join, you can have etched ones sent to you. Yeah, so you can use your Painters Clubhouse 20% off discount code anytime, as many times as you want at shopdoorhangers.com to have the blanks sent to you if you don't want to cut your own. If I join Painters Clubhouse, do you get free templates monthly or do you have to buy them? You get 2 free ones every month plus access to over 100 different designs that we have already in our library that you can go and grab at any time. How do I take that off there? There we go. Okay, I think I'm caught up on questions. I'm trying to keep up on my own now that he stepped out there to help with homework. Melissa said, Charlie, your grandparents are coming to see you soon. I sure hope so. We miss them so bad. My parents have been in Florida for 4 months. Okay, I'm going to get some black paint. And this is a little tricky because you got to work kind of fast. So I'm just going to take this, and I'm not going to move my elbow or my wrist, really. I'm just going to kind of like lean back in my chair to pull my arm. So this is kind of a trick if you have like a shaky hand. And I'm just barely letting, and I didn't even make that very straight, but that's okay. While it's still wet, I'm going to take my baby wipe and I'm going to kind of like streak it. And I'm going to get a clean new part of the, not a new part, but like keep folding that baby wipe over just a little bit to kind of get a new like clean spot on it. And then just kind of stop there. Like you can wipe away as much as you want, or you can leave a little behind, you can leave as much or as little as you want. Okay. We're going to dip in the black again and do the next one. And I'm just barely letting that pencil glide. Okay. Get our baby wipe again. Find a clean spot. One swoop. I'm folding it over. Do it again. I'm also going to kind of take it and spread it out a little bit. So I'm keeping that line kind of going up and down. And the more you wipe, the wider and the blurrier that line gets. So it depends on how bold you want it to be. But if you get, too much transferred, you can kind of like scrub it and clean it up a little bit while it's still a little wet. And if you take away too much, just add a little bit more back with your paintbrush. Are you guys blown away by this technique? It's so fun. You'll be driving by my area Thursday. Yep, you have to pass right through here to go to Indiana. When is the cutoff for signing up? Thursday, April. You got to sign up by Thursday. Can you use gray for that as well? Yes, you can, Chastity. I probably should have, actually, but that's okay. We've already started. I kind of forgot we talked about doing gray. I nearly tipped my chair over. I'm leaning so far back. Okay, while that's still wet with my baby wipe, just going to kind of wipe some of that away and also transfer it over here to create a little bit of a rustic sort of look. If your baby wipe starts to dry out, feel free to get a new one. I keep folding it over to find a clean spot. I don't like the way that looks, so I'm going to scrub that a little bit. Isn't this cool? Felicia just signed up. Congratulations, Felicia. Hashtag new PC sister. I'm so excited for you guys. I mean, I don't say this lightly. Painters Clubhouse can change your life. And I say that because I have heard countless members say that to me. It has helped people let me get a new baby wipe. It has helped people overcome grief. It has helped them with their depression and their anxiety. It's given them something that they can do that is all their own to help them decompress or, reduce stress. For some people, they end up starting a business with this, and it can help them become business owners and help them support their families. So I know the impact that something like this can have on you, and I'm so excited for you. Okay. I like it. I like how it's looking. It's a little bold in a couple of places, and you can just kind of take your baby wipe and lighten that up a little bit. And of course, you could always add a little white back on here if you wanted to lighten it up too. One more stripe. Felicia says, painting is my safe haven. It is for so many people. Victoria says, I love this tips for doing this on your wood piece. I've got to try this on some painting black backgrounds also. Yes, try it in different colors too. And it's really good because your stripe does not have to be that straight. See how wobbly that one was? But we're wiping most of it away with a baby wipe, so it's kind of just fine. I just keep folding this baby wipe over and wiping some more of it away. I'll kind of rotate this a little bit so I can kind of keep my stripes kind of going straight. And that's more than I want right there, so I'm going to scrub that up a little bit. Okay, let me hold it up here because to me it's a little lighter in person than it looks in the overhead camera. See how much darker it looks down here? Looks great up here. Somebody on TikTok says, yes, most definitely it has helped my anxiety, depression, and anger issues. I love painting door hangers. It is so good for all of that. And when was the last time you did something for yourself? Like it's something that can be just for you. You know, we pay for our kids to do all kinds of activities and stuff, but a lot of times we don't invest in ourselves anymore. And then we become stagnant and we wonder why we've lost our zeal for life and our ambition and stuff like that. It's because we're not trying new things. So you need to continue to push yourself. Jolene says, how far apart are your lines? I was like, I don't know. I eyeballed these and I ended up placing most of them about 3 inches apart. I must be pretty good at eyeballing it because that's like right on the money. You love this technique? Yay. So much fun. My ears are wiggling. Diana, you are hilarious. Okay, so next we're going to transfer our design to the wood using our graphite paper. You can pick this up at any craft store in like the drawing section, like the artistic drawing section, or you can get it on Amazon. So we're going to spread this out. Actually, the trick is not to spread this out first. I keep forgetting this step, but you're going to need a piece of tape. So I'm just going to use this painter's tape that I have. We're going to tape our template down first so that we know exactly where we're putting it. Because once you put your graphite paper down, you can't see the wood underneath anymore, and it makes it kind of hard to do your placement. Heather said, we love getting to see you all the time because you're so joyful. I try to be a ray of sunshine here on Facebook. There's enough negativity going on in the world. We don't need none of that. Template Club can be found at southernadornamentsdecor.com, Pat. But tonight, we're hoping you will sign up for Painters Clubhouse. If you're already a Clubhouse member, you can find your discount code for Painters Clubhouse inside the membership area at the very top. Okay, I'm just going to eyeball this and kind of figure out my placement. I think I want it right about there. So I'm going to put my tape right up here at the top. And then you can kind of flip it up like a hinge. Terry thinks I need to turn the lines the other way. Well, our stripes on our pot are going this direction. So that's kind of why I was turning the lines this way so that our stripes are going different directions. It made sense to me. You guys think I need to turn the board? All right. Everybody's saying no the other way. Okay. So tell me, does it need to go this way? Or does it need to go this way? I'll do what y'all want to do. But y'all are the ones who get to tell me how you want me to paint it. If you think it's okay to have them, I guess it would be fine to have them go in the same directions as the stripes on your pot. That might make sense. I don't know. Okay. Horizontal or vertical? Vote in the comments. Do you want them horizontal or vertical? Just in case you didn't know which was which. Everybody's like, both ways, that way, this way. I don't know which way was this way or that way. Pam says vertical. Jackie says vertical. TikTok is saying horizontal, 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 vertical, horizontal. It's so hard to choose. I wish they had the ability for us to pop up a live poll. I don't know if they do or not. Well, actually, TikTok may have one. Does it? I see Q&A. No, that's for me to pop up one of y'all's questions. That's not what that is. Is there a way to do a live poll? That would be so cool. Looks like a wall in the background. Perpendicular to the stripes on the pot. So the opposite way. Suddenly this got very technical. Did y'all notice? I'm like, oh, my brain is hurting all of a sudden. Okay. I'm seeing lots of vertical. I'm also seeing lots of horizontal. I suppose it would look great either way. This to me would look kind of like a wall. you know, going up and down, but a wall also goes the other way. Michael, we'll let, oh, he's outside. I was going to say, we'll let him be the final say, but he must have stepped outside for something. Okay, we'll go with horizontal. Lisa says, just do polka dots on the pot. We may have to after this. Okay, so we flipped it up like a hinge. Now we can just flip it back down and we should have perfect placement. So now we can just take our pen and we can trace the design on top of this. So one of the things I hear the most from people about why they can't paint is because they're like, well, I can't draw a stick figure. Well, guess what? With our templates, you don't even have to be able to draw a stick figure. You just have to be able to trace. So that's no longer an excuse. What are you going to say now? What's going to be the excuse now if it's not can't draw a stick figure? Because you don't have to be able to draw. Anybody can trace, right? And so by doing this, it's transferring the lines to the design underneath. Hi, Charlie. What's up? You bringing your little...
Today we're painting.
You want to say hello to everybody?
Hi.
Hang on. I got to click on this so they can see you. This is Charlie, my daughter. I'll keep tracing while Charlie talks to you. Are you going to entertain them?
Yeah, I got my squid.
It's a squid?
Yeah. So.
I thought you called it your potato.
Well, it's kind of a potato, but it's kind of a squid too.
Yeah.
It has
Tell them what's coming up in just a few days.
my birthday.
Your birthday. And what? How old are you going to be?
7 and 9 more days and 4 days until my celebration. But tomorrow's 3 until my celebration.
Yeah. 3 days until the celebration, until the party, but more like 9 days till you have your birthday.
And tomorrow it's going to be 8 more days until my birthday.
It'll be here before we know it, won't it?
Yeah.
Are you really excited?
Yeah. And I don't know who's going to get me anything.
Yep, it's going to be a surprise, isn't it?
I know they always get me writing stuff.
Yeah, you love artistic. You're just like Mama. You like artistic stuff, huh?
Yeah. Also, I love Polly Pocket. I got him.
Everybody's saying, hi, Charlie. Hello, Wild Charlie. One of them said you're wild. They must know you pretty well.
I have a hat.
Kayla says her kid is 6 years old, too.
Yay. How many more days until her birthday? It's going to be a lot.
Cindy says, wow, 7 already. Yeah, some of you guys started following me when she was born because I started my business when I was 8 months pregnant with her.
What?
Yeah, you didn't know that, did you? That I was pregnant when I started my business?
Well, I'm going. Bye.
Sheila said she remembers your last birthday, Charlie.
Yeah. Well, bye.
Bye. You know what? It's almost your bedtime.
Dad said I could play for a little bit.
Okay, well, go on. You're distracting me. It is crazy to think, isn't it, Lauren? So somebody asked what you could trace this with. You could use a pencil. You could use a pen, whatever you want. Just double check underneath before you untape this and make sure you got it all because sometimes it's easy to miss certain parts of it. I'm also going to go ahead and trace the words on here because I don't want to have to try to get this perfectly aligned again. And you can trace the words in a couple different ways. You can either trace around the inside and outside of every single stroke, or you can just trace right over the center of the letters. And that's what I did. So this is what it looks like. Now, save this graphite paper because you can use it again. I've used mine dozens upon dozens of times, and it continues to work flawlessly. Yeah, you could use a stylus. You could also use the end of a paintbrush. So there's our template. You can save this and reuse it also. She was almost an April Fool's baby. Yeah. Happy early birthday, Becky. Or you were almost an April Fool's baby. I just realized you were the one who said that. Use the end of a paintbrush. Yes, you could. Okay, so now we have our design transferred on here and we can just paint inside the lines. Now, if at any point you had to paint over, if I'm going to have to paint over this word where it says to mom, one thing you might want to do, especially if you know you're going to paint your words in black, is trace over them with a Sharpie because it's going to make it easier for you to see the Sharpie through the paint. I'm not going to trace everything on here with a Sharpie because we're not going to have to paint over certain parts of it and be able to still see other parts underneath. So just the words is what I'm going to do. And that'll make it easier to see. Everybody's saying happy birthday to Charlie. You are so sweet. She is such a ray of sunshine. Do you print templates on regular size paper? Yeah. So Amy, when this is over, if you will rewatch this video from the very beginning, I showed how to assemble this template. It's technically 3 sheets of paper taped together. Brenda says, if we sign up for Painters Clubhouse, is there a discount on the retreat in Texas? Yes. So Brenda, right after you sign up, it will come up with a thank you page that offers a discount on the ticket if you want to go ahead and buy it right away. And that's the best deal you'll be able to get on it. In the Painters Club, and what she's talking about, by the way, is that we are having a crafting event July 15th and 16th in Dallas, Texas. And so you can come and paint with me for 2 whole days. We're going to have 10 different workshops. It's going to be a blast. It's going to be like an overnight crafting slumber party. So come join us in Dallas. So somebody said, I'm in the Clubhouse and I didn't get that design. Can I still get it? So yeah, this design is not one of the ones that we released in the Clubhouse. This is one you can buy at shopdoorhangers.com. So we give you 2 every month in the Clubhouse. This was not one of the ones that we gave out this time. Darla says, I've been watching you from the beginning. You have blessed so many of us during those years. Darla, I appreciate your continued support. It means more to me than you'll ever know. Chastity, are you coming to the live event? Really? I'm so excited. It's going to be so much fun. We haven't been able to do one since March 2020, and that feels like a lifetime ago. It was right before the entire country shut down, and it's been rough. Okay. Let's see. What are we going to paint first? Let's look at our picture.
Oh, that was pretty.
Yeah. So we had this big debate. My husband's back in here about whether or not we should have done the stripes this way or this way or this way with the pot on it like this. So what would you have said? Horizontal or vertical?
Horizontal.
I knew he was going to pick the opposite of whatever I did.
Well, I just think that it would flow better with the pot in the front.
Brushed with Love on TikTok says, I'm in Dallas. How would I get more information on the event? It's linked in my TikTok bio. Or you can go to southernadornmentslive.com. Is the Facebook group exclusive to certain people? So it's a paid membership, Nicole. You would have to just join us at paintersclubhouse.com. There's also a sign-up link for Painters Clubhouse in the TikTok profile as well. So deadline to sign up is Thursday. It only opens 2 times a year. Rochelle says, I joined Painters Clubhouse during the Happy Flowers workshop and I never got anything for it. Okay, so Rochelle, what you can do is you can email customer support or you can go to your Painters Clubhouse login and log in. And at the very top is a button you click to get your discount code for the live event. Roma Heather said, I remember after I saw you painting the other day, I joined and I was so scared. Don't be scared. I'm going to hold your hand through all of it. It's going to be fine. What if you signed up for the virtual retreat a while ago and you joined Clubhouse last week? Do you get a refund? No, we're not able to give retroactive refunds. I appreciate, though, you signing up early. Okay, Marie likes the vertical. Marie's on my team. Marie likes the vertical.
I'm not saying the vertical doesn't work.
Yes, Kayla, you can get this cut out at shopdoorhangers.com. I have it linked up above. It's called Flowers for Mom. Okay, I'm going to pull up the picture again because I need to remind myself and everybody else what this looks like. So let's paint all the green first. I feel like that's a good, it's kind of behind everything else. So I think it makes sense to paint that part first. So we're going to use this lovely Irish moss color. I'll put it in my little egg carton here. And I'm going to get a flat tip brush, small flat tip brush. This one's smaller than the last one. So it looks like this. And we're just going to paint each leaf this Irish green color. Irish moss. Look how vibrant that is. I just love this color. Lisa says, I agree with your husband. Sorry. That's all right. There were about half of you guys who thought it should have gone the other way. And I'm like, we just need a polling feature so that I can get an accurate count of what everybody's voting for.
That just means half of us was right.
Half of you were right.
Yeah.
I think it's subjective. It could have gone either way.
Yeah, it could
have. And we were also uncertain about doing stripes on it because there's stripes going, this way. So somebody else suggested maybe doing polka dots instead. So that may be what we do. So tonight I'm painting this fairly simple. I'm not going to do any shading or a whole lot of patterns and things like that. We're going to keep it as simple as possible because we're going to be painting this design again tomorrow night, Wednesday night, and Thursday night. So by the end of the week, I will have 4 versions of this same design so that you guys can kind of decide which one you like the best. And you can also kind of suit it to your painting level and skill level. So tonight is kind of for the beginners. Of course, that's not to say that if you're not a beginner, you can't paint it the same way that I do on Thursday night, which is going to be the expert way. I'm just saying this way will be the easiest.
Will one of those versions have horizontal lines?
I don't know. Well, tonight we're doing it on the wooden round. Tomorrow night we won't be doing it on a wooden round.
You know what? I tell Allison I'm going to text Corey and see if he would do horizontal or vertical lines.
Oh goodness, we don't need to get his opinion in on this. Oh, thank you, Lisa. She said, without a doubt, you'll make it look amazing anyway. I appreciate that. So does anybody have any questions about Painters Clubhouse? I'll be happy to answer all of your questions while I'm painting live tonight. I also am planning on staying on, or actually not staying on, but if we end up hopping off before 9 o'clock, I will start another live at 9 after I get the kids to bed. And I will come on here and just do a live Q&A for those of you who maybe didn't get your questions answered during this segment. So you can hop on at 9 o'clock and ask any questions then as well. I won't be painting, so I'll be able to focus a little better on questions.
Will you show us how to put the hanger on?
I can. Yes, I can. It's easy. Maxine said, I have problems with pressure and the amount of paint on brush. That comes with the more you do it. So the more you do it, the more you'll have that figured out, Maxine. But notice one thing about this is I only have paint on the lower half of my bristles. I see people all the time dipping their brush way up to here in the paint. And while you can get the job done with that, it's going to be messier and it's going to kind of ruin your brushes too, because it gets the paint way up here in the metal part, which is called the ferrule, and it's real hard to clean out. Lauren says hi to Michael.
Hello.
I was on Zoom.
Hey, it's JD's Lauren.
Yeah, that's JD's Lauren. I was on Zoom the other night and Lauren was on and JD walked by in the background and I hollered hey to him. I said, we're TikTok buddies, me and JD. We send TikToks to each other. Dude, we download an app for Painters Clubhouse to get into it. You can, Michelle, you can download the Kajabi app, or you can just create a shortcut on your home screen of your iPad or your phone or something like that that leads directly to the Painters Clubhouse. That's what I ended up doing. So I'm just putting a second coat of Irish moss on these leaves. I'm kind of like tracing the outer edge of each leaf and then filling in the middles. And it's okay if you're a little messy with this, because especially if you end up getting some over on the flowers, it's not a big deal. We can just paint over it when we paint the flowers. So if you're a bit of a messy painter, it's okay. Your painting, I told people this during our Happy Flowers workshop, your painting will likely go through a bit of an ugly phase before you get to the best part at the end. So be patient with it. Don't give up on it and throw it away midway through.
Okay, so Jennifer Shelton asked, okay, I'm in a group that teaches me paint parties, but I need to learn the basics. Is that what we get in the club?
Yes, exactly. So Jennifer, I would be willing to bet you're in Heidi Easley's group with Texas Art and Soul. Yes, so she teaches you how to have a paint party business. This teaches you how to paint. So the skills I teach you here in the Painters Clubhouse are things you can turn around and teach people at your paint parties. So if you struggle to explain how to paint something or how to use a certain brush stroke and stuff like that, you can take what I'm teaching you and use that in your lessons to help teach your students. And it'll help you become a better painter as well. And tonight, like in a live like this, where I'm answering tons of questions and talking about stuff while I'm teaching and painting, you're not going to get near as much great advice during a live like tonight as you will during a live in the Painters Clubhouse. Because when I'm live in the Clubhouse, I'm not answering a ton of questions about other things. I'm only answering questions about the painting project we're working on currently. And I'm able to focus better, and I can kind of better explain step by step what I'm doing, as opposed to like what we're doing tonight. And the camera angle that you see right now is like the kind of camera angle we will use in the Painters Clubhouse. You'll get like this nice overhead view where you can see what we're working on.
So are all your events during the week, or do you do some stuff on the weekends?
So most of our things are during the week. Every now and then we will have things on the weekend, but most of my lessons are like during the day around 2 p.m. in the afternoon. So if you can't join me during those times, you can watch the replay at any time later. So that's okay. But I try to do mine during the day so that I'm available for my family and my kids at night. So I hope you guys understand that. But just like tonight, my kids are in there trying to do their homework on their own, and I'm not able to help them because I'm in here. But I only do this where I'm live with you guys at night, 4 nights a week, twice a year when we're open in the Painters Clubhouse. And I won't be doing it again until the fall. So I see Jennifer said, I'm sold. I also paint on cookies. That sounds like fun.
Can you learn to paint on cookies?
I don't know. I don't know how to teach painting on cookies, but I bet some of the stuff we teach could be used on cookies.
Eat the cookies.
Michael wants me to learn to paint on cookies. Okay. You guys are welcoming Ashley to the Clubhouse. I love it. Yay. Okay. Let's see. What's next? Let's paint the pot. And I love the idea of doing the white and the navy. So let's see. Hang on. I got to look at the picture real quick. I still, even though I've been doing this for how long, I still check the photo for reference. I think I'm missing a stripe. I think there's supposed to be a stripe right across here. So what I'm going to do is add that stripe in because I think there's supposed to be one right in
4
here.
stripes.
Yeah. I don't know if I didn't trace it on the template or what. But we'll just add it in with our ruler. And I'm going to paint every other stripe white. So let's see. And on the picture, was the bottom stripe colored or the top stripe? Okay, the bottom was white. So this will be white right through here. And we can make this stand out from the background in just a little bit when we go to add all of our details. And then white right through here.
I'm thinking about cookies.
Now you're thinking about cookies. Well, you probably ate all the cookie dough that was in the fridge.
There's a whole other pack in there.
He's notorious for sneaking in there and getting that slice and bake cookie dough and eating it before I can bake it.
Well, cookie dough's good.
Not good for you.
That's true. Neither are cookies, really, though.
Yeah, but if you eat all the cookie dough, then I can't eat the cookies. Okay, I got a big old paint ridge, so I'm cleaning that up with my finger. It's okay. Even though I got outside the lines, my navy paint's going to cover that just fine. Whoops. Cookie dough is so good. Everybody's going to be wanting cookies after this live now. Rebecca said, I want to paint this in a small garden flag. That would be lovely. JD likes cookie dough too.
Oh, yeah, see. Great minds think alike.
So another fun thing that we do in the Painters Clubhouse is our Zoom paint parties. So if you're used to crafting and painting alone at home and maybe you don't have a fun group to hang out with and craft with, I want to encourage you to join us during our Zoom paint party nights. We do them at least once a month. We were doing them about once a week back in 2020 when everybody was on lockdown. But we've gone back to doing them about once a month now, and they're held by one of our Painters Clubhouse members, and you guys can hop in there and get to know one another, share your painting tips, or just sit and chat while you paint. It's a lot of fun. Can
you buy blank garden flags?
Yes, Becky, I bought one at Hobby Lobby not too long ago. Hobby Lobby. Do I have a navy? Surely I have a navy paint. All right, I may have to have you hand me a color. Can you get me a color over there?
Your P.O. box is about to be filled with cookies.
I ain't going to complain about that.
No, I ain't either.
Send us some cookies.
Chocolate chip and Oreo.
Darla said, my husband just said, yes, cookies. We have everything to make some.
I was distracted by cookies.
I need that blue paint bottle right there. Yep, that one right there. Thank you. This is the closest thing I got to navy. It says primary blue, but I think it's going to be a little darker. What we could do, oh, hang on. It's got to be shaken up. Shaken it up. You know, I went to college. Sometimes you can't tell. Okay, let's try this again. And I think what I may do is add just a teeny bit of black into this color to darken it up, because the blue is not very dark. It's more of like a UK Wildcats blue, and that's not the color we're going for. So notice I'm using the bottom of my paintbrush to stir the colors together, not the top, so that it doesn't get all gunked up in the ferrule and in the paint bristles like I talked about.
Shaken, not stirred.
Shaken, not stirred. Okay, I'm going to use our flat tip brush like we were using a moment ago, and we're just going to paint in these two stripes with the navy blue. And this paint is a little thin because I didn't shake it very good, and some of the thin stuff came out before the regular paint. So I don't know how many coats of this I'm going to have to do. It's not covering real well. Rebecca said I had to order garden flags from Hobby Lobby. Mine didn't carry them. I found mine in my Hobby Lobby over in the section where you get like all the blank hats and the t-shirts and just anything like that that is like considered clothing or accessories that's a blank. But that's where it was in my Hobby Lobby. They even had like a blank pillowcase. So you could even paint like a cute little pillow cover for like a bench on your front porch or something to match your door hanger. Wouldn't that be cute? Oh, I just got outside the lines. All right, we're going to make this line a little wider to accommodate it. Okay, let me dry what I got so far so we can do another coat. Go to Insomnia Cookie. I've never heard of that, April. I have tried crumble cookies. I just realized TikTok froze up. I think my battery is getting low. Pillow cover. You got the pillow covers too? Okay, that dried pretty quickly. Let's do another coat. I'm going to widen this stripe a little as well, because it looked a little narrower on one side than the other. You're already yawning.
Mm-hmm.
Are you reading comments?
Yeah. I'm painting on anything that doesn't run from me.
You can't make me laugh. I'm not going to be able to do a straight line.
Rebecca Bright.
That's hilarious, Rebecca. So pretty much, if you can hold it still long enough, you're going to paint something on it.
Are you using any particular brand or type of paint?
Yes, so I'm using all DecoArt Americana matte acrylic paints. And one of the perks too to being in Painters Clubhouse is that we have a special discount code that Painters Clubhouse members can use. It looks black, but it's really not black. Let me show you. It's more like navy blue. We have a special discount code that Painters Clubhouse members can use on the DecoArt website to order paint. So I believe it's like 30% off.
Where did you get the hairdryer? It's so quiet.
Amazon. It's linked in my Amazon favorites. It's called a Heat It Craft Tool. So Deetra, when I painted on the garden flag, I used So Soft fabric paint by DecoArt. If you don't have the So Soft paints, DecoArt makes a fabric medium that you can mix with any paint to make it a fabric paint. So that's good to have. You like the blue. Was this your idea, Joyce? I remember her name started with a J. I didn't know if it was Joyce or Joanne, but somebody said to do the navy blue and the white, and I think it turned out good.
Insomnia cookies, they ship.
Oh. Bang cookies. Never heard of those either. What is your favorite kind of cookie? Mine is chewy coconut, like brown sugar coconut cookies. It's a recipe I got off of Pinterest years ago. And it reminds me of like the coconut cookies my grandma made when I was little. And so now it's like going to be my signature cookie. When I'm a grandma, that's going to be the cookies I'm going to make that everybody's going to want.
White chocolate macadamia nut.
Really? He says his favorite is white chocolate macadamia, and I have never made those for him ever. So that kind of surprises me.
Well, Oreos and regular chocolate chip is just like they come in close.
I love a good oatmeal raisin too, Jerry. Iced oatmeal. Ooh, like an oatmeal cream pie, Susie. I love those. Those are real good. Okay, let's go on and paint some of our flowers. Our navy may need another coat in a bit, but I'm gonna let it sit for a little. So let's see. This big flower right in the middle is pink. So let's paint that one last. The teal, the yellow, and the purple are kind of behind everything. So let's do this yellow one first. Snickerdoodles. I've never been big on snickerdoodles. I think it's kind of like they're like a sugar cookie, but with cinnamon in them.
Chocolate coconut cookies.
You are giving me some good ideas.
Salted,
Basic chocolate chip.
Salted caramel chocolate chip.
Ooh, that sounds awesome. I've never had one of those. Terry said you are making me want cookies. Me too. We may have to put some slice and bakes in the oven after tonight's live to celebrate that we survived.
Diana, I never met a cookie I didn't like.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure I have at some point. I don't like cookies with nuts in them. There, I said it.
Yeah, you're weird.
Yeah, I don't like any kind of nuts in the cookies. I just think they don't belong. I don't even like them in brownies, though. The only thing I will tolerate eating pecans on is like pecan pie or the toasted pecans at the Culver's restaurant that they put on their ice cream. Those are the best. Thank you, Pam. I think it is too. I think it's great.
Oh, banana pudding cookies.
Banana pudding cookies? Maria, do you make those? I have never heard of those. So this yellow is going to take 2 or 3 coats. So notice I'm drying in between coats. It helps the paint stick to itself better when it's dry.
Anna Maria agrees with you on no nuts.
No nuts. No nuts in the cookies. Just doesn't.
Oh, underbaked brownies. Yes.
What? What?
Underbaked brownies.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like kind of gooey in the middle.
Yeah, with ice cream. Kathy said, I got my Heat It today and I'm looking forward to using it. So she's talking about the hairdryer. She ordered one. Anna Marie's on here. She's the one who said she didn't like them either.
Yeah.
Pecan in North Carolina. Pecan. What did I say? Pecan.
It's pecan.
Now I'm second guessing how I normally say it.
You say pecan.
Pecan. Yeah.
It's not pecan.
They threw me off the other day, Michael. I was on a live and I started saying peony, like the flower.
Yeah.
And they were like, no, it's peony. And so then they got me saying it different. And then I couldn't remember how I normally said it. And it was really messing me up. But yeah, here in Kentucky, we say peony as a flower.
Apparently North Carolina is pronounced pecan.
What little iron do you use? I don't use an iron. What do you mean? You love the navy, Pat? I do too. No coconut. Death is not optional. Oh, are you allergic to coconut? Okay, hang on. I gotta look again. I keep looking at this picture because I cannot remember which flowers are what colors. Okay, so this one's purple. We'll just take it one at a time. Purple flower next. So we're using the purple cow color. This is a lovely color. By the way, just a reminder, if you want to text us, text the word list to this number, and we will send you a color and supply list when we get one put together with a link back to this video so that you can watch this later and you'll have all of the color names and everything written down for the project. Matter of fact, we may just make one big supply list that will include the projects for all 4 nights, because I'm going to be painting this design again tomorrow night and Wednesday and Thursday night, but I'm going to do it a little different each night. So we'll put together a supply list, one supply list that is for all 4 projects, because I'm going to paint a little, it'll be different. It might have some of the same colors, but the way I paint it will be different.
The iron you used with the plastic wrap.
The iron, I don't think that was me. I think you had to have been watching somebody else. I don't remember that. Or oh, Terry, you're talking about the I was using the shrink wrap as Mod Podge. I remember that. I don't remember the name of it, but I've got it linked in my Amazon favorites, I believe. Yes, it's a pineapple on my shirt. Isn't it cute? Got it from cottonchaos.com. Okay, this flower is pink, so these two are turquoise. So now I'm using teal mint as my turquoise color. That purple covered really well. The yellow took like 3 coats, but the purple did awesome. Look at this color. This color makes me happy. Such a pretty color. So Deb, you can tape multiple sheets of carbon paper together if you want to. Or you can buy the large carbon paper at Hobby Lobby or on Amazon. It is a pretty color. Teal mint. Love it. So let me tell you guys a little bit more about the Painters Clubhouse, because that's why we're here tonight. Is our Painters Clubhouse is our membership that's open right now. It closes Thursday night. It only opens 2 times a year. So if you join tonight or tomorrow night, one of the first 2 nights that it's open, you get access to all of the bonuses that we're giving away. Bonus number 1 is how to paint faster. Bonus number 2 is how to sell your door hanger, even if you what did I say? What did it say? Even if you don't have a business yet. That's what it said. And then bonus number 3 is, what color is this little spot supposed to be? Hold on. We gotta pause. Oh, it's like the color of the stripe. I think I'm gonna paint it the color of the flower. I'm gonna do what I want to do. But anyways, bonus number 3 is this design that you see over here to the right with the bee on it. It's a fun abstract painting. I've got that one also hanging up behind me, if you see it right there. So we'll teach you how to paint that in bonus number 3. All of our current members get those as well. So all of those go away tomorrow night. So definitely sign up before then if you want to partake in all of those bonuses.
Deetra Knapp said, I'm currently building a Baja table.
What's that?
What are
Boho table.
Boho table?
Like bohemian, boho. Men don't know what that is. Deetra, that sounds really cool. I want to see it when you're done. Bye, Jennifer. Oh, she had said I had to leave to come back to make dinner, and bammo, there it is. Yeah. What'd you make for dinner, Jennifer? Did you bake cookies? Because that's all we've been talking about while you've been gone is cookies. Thank you, Judy. So one of the things that one of our Painters Clubhouse members was saying earlier today, because we did an interview with 2 of them on Facebook Live and YouTube, was that Linda said, she said, one of the things I noticed right away about Tamara and about the Painters Clubhouse is that they will answer any question. She said, I know I've been like in groups before where you're kind of afraid to ask questions because people don't necessarily feel comfortable sharing how they do things or sharing their information. And that's just not the case with me or with the Painters Clubhouse. If I know how to do something, you guys are going to be the first one I'm going to come tell. The Painters Clubhouse, I'm going to run in there. I'm going to be like, guess what I just discovered? Because I love sharing my knowledge and my tips and stuff with you. So anytime you have a question, whether it's something as simple as what kind of wood do you use, to what kind of jigsaw do you recommend, or how do I do glitter on a door hanger, whatever it is, you can come to us. We are very
community over competition.
Marie said we are definitely gatekeepers. I've never heard it put that way. What does that mean exactly? Does that mean that like we we open the gates? I've heard that saying before, but I'm not sure I know exactly. Oh, she said we are not gatekeepers. I was like, maybe it doesn't mean what I think it means.
Kim Robert Colwell wanted to know, when you painted the garden flag, did you wash it beforehand before you?
No, but I did iron it, so it would be like nice and smooth.
Mom.
What, dear? Here comes Charlie again. Huh?
I have cereal.
Can you have cereal? It's bedtime, baby. It's 8:15.
Yeah,
you gotta go brush your teeth.
Baby girl.
Aww.
Jennifer made chicken chili on top of cauliflower mash,
Yum.
topped with cheese, green onions, and sour cream. That sounds good.
It sounds delicious.
Can I do it quickly?
No, you need to get ready for
No,
bed.
baby girl,
You
it's
already
time to get
had
ready for
pizza
bed.
for supper.
Young girl.
Lauren was asking if when we do our lives in the Painters Clubhouse, if we have supply lists in advance. I would like to say yes, but a lot of times when I sit down to paint, even if I have a plan, I end up changing it a little. So we quit doing supply lists in advance because Tamara was always changing her mind halfway through the painting. So we do provide supply lists, but it's usually a day or so after the project is completed. That way you guys have an accurate list of exactly what I used on the project.
Did the video? Somebody said the video stopped.
Uh-oh. Where did the video stop?
I don't know. I've got it. It's going on Facebook now.
I don't know. It's still going on TikTok too. Ooh, taco soup. That sounds good. Lorena just joined. Do you mean joined Painters Clubhouse or just joined the live? Maybe you joined Painters Clubhouse. Lynn said, I just got here late. Who's helping with the questions? This is my husband. His name is Michael. He's helping me monitor the comments tonight because a lot of times I'm busy looking down at the project and I can't keep up with the questions. So he was gracious enough to help me. Okay, one little thing that I taught during the workshop this past week was that if you have a hard time getting a paint color to cover something underneath, see that black stripe that's popping through this flower real bad? One of the things that I taught was that you can kind of like pause midway through. So I'm going to go ahead and finish the pink on this flower, but then I'm going to dry it real quick. And I may do a coat of white over this flower to kind of neutralize what's going on here, because otherwise I'm going to have to do like 6 or maybe even 8 coats of pink to cover this black stripe up. And it's frustrating.
So Joyce Newman said the gatekeepers would not let the wolves into where the sheep were.
My husband loves little tidbits of like historical information like that. So I bet he loved that. Ashley said, just join the Painters Clubhouse. How do we get the bonuses? They're going to be added to your library within probably 24 to 48 hours. They're working through and they have to add them manually. So it might be 24 to 48 hours before you see them show up. Okay, I'm going to take who?
Your mom.
Oh, hey, Mom. I'm going to take some white and fix this because see how we noticed that this black stripe is coming through? So if you neutralize it with a little bit of white, dry your pink first, and then just kind of paint right over that area with white. I'm going to go ahead and paint it over most of the flower, just because it can also cause a little bit of unevenness in the paint color if you only do it over one little spot. So to kind of make sure we have even coverage, we'll do it over the whole thing.
Brandy Jo said she didn't see the link to join.
It's up in the video description up above, but it's southernadornmentsdecor.com/painters-clubhouse, which if you just go to my website, southernadornmentsdecor.com, there's a button, like there's a big thing right up at the top. You can't miss it. Lynn said she knew she hadn't heard you before. He's new here. He's been here all along. He's just new to reading the comments.
I'm more in the background.
Lorena says, I need to join Painters Clubhouse. Well, Lorena, go to my TikTok profile, click on the link in bio, and then click Painters Clubhouse. It's at the very top. It's only open until Thursday. It's $47 a month or $470 for the whole year. And so if you give us, let's say, 90 days, we will whip you into a door hanger painter in no time.
So do you cut your own boards?
So I used to cut them all using a jigsaw, but I've since purchased a laser machine. So now we cut them with a laser. So we have tutorials in the clubhouse for you. If you want to start cutting your own boards, you can cut them out using a jigsaw or a scroll saw. We have tutorials for both. And that will help you become more confident with that. What?
Hannah Matthews said, I was going to say Megan's voice changed or my batteries were dying.
Megan is our Painters Clubhouse camp counselor from Pennsylvania. So that would be pretty funny if y'all thought he was Megan. Nope, he is Michael. So now that we painted this little flower white, see it neutralized that stripe behind it. And now we can continue painting this little flower pink, and we won't have trouble with getting the paint to cover. Come tell me goodnight.
Yeah.
Mwah. I love you.
Good night.
I think I got lipstick on your forehead.
Let me see. Later.
Okay.
All right, come on, secretaries.
Wee.
He's going to go tuck her in because it's bedtime. She had soccer practice tonight, and she's give out. So sleepy. I could see it in her eyes. Like her eyes just looked sandy. This pink flower is being stubborn. It's going to take at least one more coat before we get it good and covered. How's the shop coming along? Melinda, it's coming along great. We have gotten the cabinets in, and today they delivered the countertops, and what else? We had this giant fan put in. It's really coming together. It's so close to being done. It's just things take forever, it seems like sometimes. I couldn't agree more, Vicki. Good night, Hannah. I see Hannah's going to sleep. She must be on the East Coast. It's a little later there. Or, are you? I just realized you were probably telling Charlie good night. I don't blame you if you're going to bed too, because it's a little late on the East Coast right now. Never mind. I totally misunderstood. I just assumed Hannah was going to sleep. Chris says, I think I may join in the fall. I will have more time. I understand that. Now, we do have members who thought they, who don't necessarily have time to be in the clubhouse every single week. They just pop in when they can. So if that's you, you are more than welcome to do that way. You don't have to be in there all the time. You can use it as much or as little as you like. You never feel like you are behind with something. So it's a kind of an at your own pace sort of thing. So if you only have maybe 2 hours a month to dedicate to this, you can still make progress by painting with me at least one time a month.
Do you still have a Glowforge?
Yes, I do still have the Glowforge. I don't use it as often as my Thunder Laser because it's just a little slower. My Thunder Laser is so much faster.
And yes, we will give a tour of the shop once it's done.
Yes, for sure. We'll be so excited. Okay. I think I'm going to paint the tag a different color. So and the original tag was like a dark turquoise, but because this color is already a little dark, I think I'm going to go lighter with this Bahama blue and do the tag this color. So this is a real cute color. And remember, I painted the lettering that says to mom I didn't paint it, sorry. I traced it with a Sharpie. And I did that so that the paint would show through, or not the paint, but the lines would show through the paint so that I could still see it. So I can still see through this Bahama blue because the Sharpie is still showing through. No worries.
Oh, Hannah is from New Mexico.
New Mexico. I bet the weather's nice there. Is it hot? There, she said it's only 7:30 there.
No, one person said it's 9:22.
Yep. Depends where you're watching from. Heather says, I pay for my Painters Clubhouse monthly fees by selling at least one door hanger. You are not alone. We have lots of members who do that. It makes it much more affordable because then it makes it like you're painting for practically for free because you're selling at least one project every month. So it makes it way more affordable.
Oh, Kissy Robertson's from North Carolina.
Hello, hello. 80 with a wind advisory. Is there one brush that you use the most or like the best? That's a great question, Nancy. So this little flat tip brush I've been using this entire time. The only time I didn't use it was on the background. So I would say that a flat tip brush like this is probably my favorite. It's a good size and I can do just about almost a whole door hanger with it. So that's definitely a great question. Okay, so we've got most of our background colors painted. Y'all can see so far, this is what we've got going on. It's kind of bland. It needs some personality. So what we need to do, and I'm seeing that my white right here is starting to look a little thin. If you can see, that black stripe is starting to come through. So let me put one more coat of white right through there to kind of cover that up. See if that helps. But I think once we get all of our other details on here, little things like that won't bother us quite so much. So now what we need to add is some of those little details inside the leaves and the flowers and things like that that are going to give it a little bit more flower-like personality. So let's take maybe like a lighter or a darker shade. Let's do the darker shade of purple. Oh, goodness. This paint is real thick. Let me see if I can squirt out just a teeny bit of it because I don't need a lot. But goodness, it's thick. It's like one big paint booger. And then we're going to need a round tip brush. So let's see.
Ashley Neal is saying good night. It's bedtime in Georgia.
Good night, Ashley. So we're going to have a flat tip brush. That's what this is. This one's not doing good. If the bristles, when you smooth them out, are still doing like that, that's not what you want. You want one that's going to like, when you dampen it or get a little wet and you do like this, they all like stay nice and close together. That's what you want. So I'm going to take this darker shade of purple. This is called Lavender. And I'm just going to create a cute little whirly jig right here in the middle.
Is that the technical term?
Yep. Whirly jig right here in the middle of our flower. And then I'm also going to kind of take it and go around the outer edge. And this paint is so thick that I'm going to have to get a little bit of water on my brush and thin it out a bit.
Hannah Matthews asks, is that grape juice purple?
No, but I do like grape juice. This is called lavender. Just lavender. So we're just kind of tracing our flower there. Something else you could kind of do is take like a little bit of a lighter color. So I can take the white and mix it with a little bit of our purple cow. Let me pick up a little bit with my brush there. Mix it with the purple cow to make an even lighter color of purple. And we can add a little whirly jig of that in the middle also. And kind of just add a little bit around our petals. And see how that suddenly makes that whole flower come alive. It's my favorite part. Rebecca says the little details makes me a little nervous, like I'm going to mess it up. So Rebecca, the thing to do is to make sure you have your baby wipes handy. Let me show you. We'll demonstrate. Get out a fresh baby wipe. And we'll do this pink flower right here in the middle. So I'm going to, instead of picking another color, we'll just take this white, mix it with a little bit of pink to make a slightly lighter pink. And then I'll do my little whirly jig right there in the middle. Need a little more. And let's say I did that little whirly jig and I didn't like it. Take my baby wipe and wipe it off. And I can do it again. Okay, so keep your baby wipe handy. It's going to save you lots of trouble. Now we're just going to trace the outer edge of our flower to give it some life. You can also do this with like a black if you want some really bold outlines. Now the original design on this was just kind of simple with like color on color highlights like this. So that's why I'm doing it this way. You could also take a darker pink and kind of add, or you could take a little bit of white and also kind of add little pops of white on there. I love how it just makes everything come alive. Okay, now with the turquoise, instead of using, I think I'm just going to use this color here, the Bahama blue that I used on the tag, and do my little whirly jig. And then trace the outer edges of the flower like so. Oh, that one don't have a whirly jig. Trace our little tulip. And I think I may add a little bit of white in also. So dip in the white. The thing about this is you can't like try to make those lines perfect. You just kind of got to go with it and do it quickly and like with a feather-like touch so that it feels effortless, like you didn't try too hard. Okay, now we can add some white to this little tag. And then let's do some green. I feel like I need a probably a darker color green, or I kind of like this one, even though it's not the same color. Let's try it. So this is called Jewel Green. Let's see what this looks like. Brenda says, this is my favorite part. Mine too, Brenda. And we're going to kind of trace each little leaf. And you could do like a little design in the middle.
That looks good.
You like this color?
Yeah.
It's husband approved.
And don't forget the yellow flower.
Oh, yeah. I almost did forget the yellow flower. I'm glad you said something.
I didn't. Terry did.
I probably would have noticed it after I stepped back from it a minute, but right now my face is real close to the project, so it's easy to forget little things. Okay, done with that color. So now I'm going to switch back to white and add just a little bit of white also to these little leaves. And you can make these as busy as you like or as simple as you like.
Christy's gotten better with her whirly jig.
Good. And one of the best ways to practice painting like this is to practice on cardboard. So if you want to practice by doing stuff like this on a piece of cardboard, that's a great way to sort of practice, because then you're not, it's not real wood, but it feels like real wood.
And Heather said she was scared at first with the details, but then they got easier with practice. I think the big thing is just not to be scared about messing up.
Yeah. You can't be afraid of messing up. It's just paint.
I mean, think about the candy cane.
He had to bring up the candy cane. If y'all know what he's talking about, I did a paint pour with red and white on a candy cane, and it turned out horrendous. It was a total fail. But, we learned some. Yeah, we had fun, and we learned something. Even I still screw up and mess things up. Okay, you can also make things easier by using paint pens. So I'm going to switch to a paint pen to do the lettering down here. And since it's already drawn on there, I'm just tracing what's underneath, because remember I traced the lettering with a Sharpie, so I can still, y'all may not be able to see it, but I can still see. Oh goodness, I had white on my hand. I transferred it. Baby wipe to the rescue. Nope, there's another spot. I got my hand in the white paint. Made a mess with it.
Cynthia and Brenda remember the candy cane.
Oh, y'all will never let me live that candy cane down.
Well, can the new Painters Clubhouse members experience the candy cane?
It's on YouTube. You can still find it on YouTube. It's called the Crime Scene Candy Cane. It was so bad. So now that I have like the words on there, I can just go down through here and kind of like fatten up the downstrokes, make them twice as thick, and add a little bit more of like a hand lettered sort of look to it. We have lots of tutorials in the Painters Clubhouse about hand lettering also. So if that's something you've been wanting to improve upon, we have several technique videos that you can go and watch when you're ready that will help you become better at hand lettering. Let me show y'all that up close because it's kind of hard to see from far away. To Mom. Okay, so our pot still needs a little bit of something. I think I may just take black on a paint pen and sort of outline the pot to give it more definition against the white background. That looks better, I feel like. What do y'all think? You like it? I feel funny because I didn't do any black accents up here, which is, y'all know me. I normally do that. So do you feel like it needs it, or do you feel like it's busy enough? I have a hard time like stopping and knowing when to quit, because sometimes I just want to keep adding. I kind of like the simplicity of it, especially since tonight is like our beginner's night. So maybe tomorrow night we can add some more details, add some of the black outlines and things like that. But I kind of want to keep this one simple because as a beginner, if you're a beginner, doing this like light pink on top of pink or like light teal on top of teal is less intimidating when you're adding details than adding black, because black is dramatic, right?
Was that a Posca paint pen?
Yeah, that one was the Posca paint pen that I was using. I used two different sizes. I used the 5mm and then the 3mm to do the lettering. Dana said, if you would leave the tag blank, many could buy it. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, you could, like, it could say to Nana. That's what we call my mom. Or it could say to Granny. That's what we call his mom. It could say to Grandma. This would be a perfect, like, Mother's Day type gift. Now, you can also buy the wooden cutout of this shape, not on the circle, at shopdoorhangers.com. So if you want to get one of the wooden cutouts from us, join Painters Clubhouse. You can get 20% off of that wooden cutout. Or you can just trace it on a wooden round like we did tonight, or even on a canvas. Canvas would be so cute too. Darla said yes, but now I understand why you want to wait. I love the Posca pins. Thank you for sharing them for years. Yeah, definitely. If anybody has any more questions about Painters Clubhouse, I'm going to take a break because right now it is 8:35. And I will go live again. I'm not going to send out another text because I know some people are in bed, but I'm going to go live again at 9 p.m. So I'm going to take a 25-minute break. I will be back. Bring all of your painting questions, all your Painters Clubhouse questions, and I will answer them then. And we'll just have a little like late night chat. Okay? Sound good? All right. If you want to text me, be sure and text me here. You can submit your questions or you can send me your pictures or just get notifications when I go live by texting me at this number. And I'll be back again tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Central to paint another one of these. So a big round of applause to my husband, Michael, who stayed here and answered all the comments. I'm going to let him off the hook. He doesn't have to join us for the late night session, but I'll be hopping back on in a little bit.
I'll be back tomorrow night.
Somebody said, do you use that technique often by watering the paint a little? Not a lot. I did on this purple because it was old and it's starting to get dried out and it was really too thick. All right, y'all. I'll see you soon. Bye, everybody.